everyone, and welcome to the semi-finals of the Prismatic Draft League. This week, we are up against someone we lost to in the regular season. We are up against Ninja. Most likely Ninja. I don't think Shadow's taking this match. They are the coaches of the Florida Falinks. Seed 3 in the league. They have a very, very difficult team for us to take on, but let's take a look at it. You know them well. We lost to them hard. It is Dragapult, Ambipom, Electabuzz, Tauros, Paldea, Water, Diglett, Oricorio, Fire, Thwackey, Metagross, Sylveon, Exeggutor, and Mudsdale. Now, the one difference on this team since we last faced it is Venomoth has been switched out for Exeggutor, an actual Trick Room setter. Now, against my team, I don't think he will bring Exeggutor. I just have a lot of Pokemon that are able to hit it for super effective damage. Crocodile, Arcanine. I have Gyarados, which could taunt it, preventing it from getting up its Trick Room. So I don't think Exeggutor comes. But that is something that we have to keep in mind, that they could actually go for Trick Room against us. Though I think it's unlikely. Going over to the breakdowns of the team. Pretty standard stuff from last time. A Ghost weakness, for the most part, except for Ambipom, is the only immunity, but nothing else resists it. We have a decent hit into fires, decent hit with the ice types, but once again, we're not bringing Cryogonal. I thought about it this week, but it's just too frail for this. And while Cryogonal is on the faster side, I don't think I can afford to bring it, right? Because it just doesn't have enough damage output to make up for it. Even though it's good into a lot of Ninja's team on paper, in practice, it's just too weak. It's weak to Metagross, it's weak to the Mudsdale, it's weak to Tauros, it's weak to Dragapult, just because Dragapult's very strong. Oricorio, I don't think is coming, but that is something that can hurt it. And while we are levitating, Diglett is a funny Pokemon. Speed breakdown is a bit rough for us because this is, again, one of the teams that is actually faster than us on average, especially since we've slowed down the team, adding Serena instead of Sceptile. But, so this is a team that we actually have to worry about. What are things that we learned from last time? Last time we fought Ninja brought Choice Scarf Tauros to compete with our Choice Scarf Crocodile, which is something that took us completely off guard. He didn't bring Sylveon because Sylveon, I think, still is a really good matchup enemy. So I think Sylveon does have a chance to come to this match. However, because of all our physical attackers, I think it's a good chance it won't. So unlike last time, I won't be as prepared for it. Which means Electabuzz, while is probably going to come due to it just having a good offensive typing into Gyarados, won't be really being a supportive Pokemon next to Sylveon this week. However, sometime after our match, Ninja really started to play into the follow me potential of Electabuzz, so I think that is something that we have to take into account for this match. However, though we have shown our delight for spread moves, so there's a chance he doesn't do that. Dragapult had been on the back foot for Ninja this whole season, as he's mostly been relying on his other Pokemon, Electabuzz, Sylveon, Mudsdale, Ambipom, Metagross, whereas Dragapult could come in to do some things at the end, but for the most part, it isn't a wall breaker for him. Everything else is a wall breaker. Dragapult's just cleanup, but I think we can handle cleanup. But we aren't going to be outspeeding much of this team. In fact, we are only going to be looking at some interesting stuff, like making sure we're outspeeding non-Jolly Tauros. So just 252 EVs, not EV boosting nature. Maybe trying to beat 154. And I think like 147, 135. Those are the speeds we want to beat because those are the hard-hitting threats that we have to worry about in terms of that. And I'm hoping that for the Pokemon we aren't able to outspeed, we are just bulky enough to live through it. But with that in mind, let's take a look at the team. And starting off, we are running Choice Specs Kilowattrel, not Focus Sash. So, I was looking at another pick that we have on this, and I was wondering if I really needed Focus Sash on Kilowattrel. I've run Kilowattrel with Focus Sash pretty much the entire season. I think there was only 1 week that I didn't have Focus Sash on Kilowattrel, and that's because it was on something else. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, do I really need it? Do I truly need choice on the Focus Sash on it? And I wasn't planning on running choice specs on Gardevoir this week, because I wanted Gardevoir to be a bit more flexible. And Kilowattrel, while it's always been very high on its damage output, I've never had a week where it was in danger of an OHKO. In fact, the thing threatening for an OHKO this week is Ambipom with double hit, so Focus Sash wouldn't even matter. So, what if we do choice specs Kilowattrel? Maybe I do Terra Ghost on this so I avoid double hit. That might be wise. The idea with it is Kilowattrel leads, goes for a Volt Switch into Ambipom to get in Gardevoir or something else, and like catch Ninja off guard with the amount of damage that Kilowattrel is able to put out. Especially since he can potentially boost us up even higher with the what's the word? With the Tauros. Increase Kilowattrel's special attack even more. And then we just go for a big ol' hit with Thunderbolt or Air Slash or Volt Switch. Because Kilowattrel was pretty pivotal to our success last time, and I use the term success loosely. But because Ninja would expect me to lean into like maybe Terra Water, Terra Blast, Kilowattrel again, or maybe even Weather Ball Kilowattrel with Klefki, I want to try something different, especially since we have a new ace in the hole for this matchup. This time I'm bringing Gardevoir. Last time I didn't bring Gardevoir because I was afraid of the Metagross. But upon doing a bit of thinking on the matchup, Gardevoir's offensive pressure is just too big to pass up. And I originally was going to do Choice Specs Gardevoir instead of Kilowattrel. But that led me too vulnerable in the Ambipom lead. So I went with, well, because part of the problem that we have against against Ninja last time was Ambipom and the Mudsdale lead. Ambipom was pressuring with Fake Out, but in reality, it was going for the beat up into the Mudsdale to get its defenses maxed out, and it was able to just wipe the floor with me afterwards without any way of dealing any good special attacking damage, because my only special attackers that week were Sceptile and Kilowattrel, which is why Kilowattrel played a pretty important role in our trying to clean up. And one tech he showed off was Terra Steel on V Mudsdale to give Heavy Slam Stab, as well as resisting energy grass type moves from the Sceptile. And so I realized going into this re-prep that Gardevoir's coverage moves are just very important here. Energy Ball for, well, essentially just pre-Terra Mudsdale, and Mystical Fire for Terra Mudsdale, if it's still Terra Steel. I imagine it still would be Terra Steel. There wouldn't be a reason for him to change it. It's still just a very good defensive typing for him. And we have Protect just so we are able to get through a turn. But then we have Choice Scarf Serena. Now, Serena is EV'd to just outspeed max speed EV boosting ability nature Ambipom. And what this is for, with Queen's Majesty turning off priority, Serena is essentially here to bait Vatera on the Mudsdale and then knock off its Assault Vest. Now, last time we fought, I'm pretty sure it was the Ambipom with Assault Vest instead of Focus Ash. I'm fairly certain, right? But I don't want Gardevoir to be ruined by a Assault Vest Mudsdale. So we're going with that. And Triple Axle will hit the Dragapult. Now, unfortunately, no matter what I do with Serena, it won't be able to outspeed Max Speed Dragapult. Serena's just too slow. But Triple Axle does threaten it at the very least. Power Whip is our stab, and we have U-Turn to get out of there if the lead doesn't look too great for Serena. But this is our linchpin, right? This is the one Pokemon we didn't have when we faced Ninja last time, and I think it is a much better grass type for this matchup than Sceptile was. And then we're adamant for more damage, and the rest went into bulk. Next up, we have Gyarados with a supportive set this time around. We are no attack on the... We should probably have some attack, right? Let's lower this maybe to there. Yeah, okay, that'll work. We have some attack investment just in case. We have Intimidate on the Gyarados for the Tauros. But we have something interesting here. Gyarados is a potential lead for us, right? Maybe next to Serena. Or anything, really. But we don't need Taunt, right? Because I don't expect Exeggutor to come. So I was looking through Gyarados' moveset, and there is two... actually, should I just do Dragon Tail instead? Could Dragon Tail miss? Dragon Tail to miss. Nope, we're going with Roar. I can't be messing with inaccurate moves for this. Gyarados is another potential lead Pokemon for us that will be able to forcibly switch out the Mudsdale to prevent it from getting its attack raises. Defense raises, right? Because Ambipom is still faster than everything on my team. I can't stop that. Except for the Serena. So with that in mind, we have Gyarados with Roar, who is bulky enough to where he shouldn't be able to KO Gyarados with anything from the Mudsdale unless it's like Terra Electric for whatever reason instead of Terra Steel, which I guess is a possibility. And we use Roar to get it out of there, maybe into Dragapult or something. And we have Waterfall and Crunch as our attacking moves. Waterfall for stab, Crunch for the Metagross and Dragapult. Next up, we have Crocodile with the Clear Amulet with Moxie. 200 speed. We are just outspeeding non-EV boosting nature Tauros, with the rest of it into a mix of HP and attack. Terra Steel is our defensive Terra. This is a rough one to decide for Crocodile, because I want to resist Meteor Mash with Crocodile, right? Now that's a weird one, right? Why do I want to resist Meteor Mash? It's tough, right? Because do I really need to resist Meteor Mash? Not really. Do Terra Ghost, but then I'm weak to... Do Terra Water. Terra Water, why not? But I want to resist the Steel type stab from the Metagross with it still. Because Metagross is still a threat for this team. Like, I have a few checks to it, but I'm still worried about it being able to just overpower us. Terra Water now, so we are pretty safe from the Tauros, from the whatever, right? And I think we were Terra Water on Crocodile last time, but we never got to use it. And we're Moxie on Crocodile because, well, last week, time we fought Ninja, I was able to, I guess, convince myself that Terra I mean, Intimidate would be better just for me being able to scout. I think we need to have some form of snowball, right? Because Ninja is able to snowball us with the Mudsdale. And Crocodile, I think, needs a way of snowballing on its own. Snowballing back, right? And of course, we have the standard moveset. Knock off, Earthquake, Stomping Tantrum, but we have Protect instead of... What do we normally run on? Crocodile, Close Combat? I think so. Been a long week. And lastly, we have Choice Band Arcanine with Terra Ghost to be immune to fighting type attacks, Rockhead, and 156 speed to also once again outspeed the non-speed boosting nature Tauros. With Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Crunch, and Head Smash. No Wild Charge this time. Which, if I'm honest, might be better. Just for the Tauros. Then I'm locking the Wild Charge against Mudsdale, which I didn't really want to do. So if Arcanine needs to take on the Tauros, you could always just Extreme Speed it or Head Smash it. And like I said, Terra Ghost is to avoid the fighting type attacks that threaten Arcanine so dearly. The Post Combat from the Tauros and the Body Slam from the Mudsdale. Anyways, that will do it for our semifinals team. Hopefully, we can pull out the win and make it to the finals for the first time since Season 3, when we actually won it all. This is the first season where I've made it past the quarterfinals since Season 3. So, I'm hoping we'll be able to win it all. And if we do win it all, that means that'll be 2 seasons. The 2 seasons where I've won were the 2 team seasons where I had Arcanine Hisui on the team. Maybe he's a good luck charm. But I don't want to resort to luck this week. We are going to play like we are dependent on it, right? Because if we lose, it's all over. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you when we get into the match. And here we are, and it looks like Ninja just ran it back with the same 6 we saw last time. Now, I'm running it back with pretty much the same 6 I used last time. But you know, I'm not. I added Serena and Gardevoir. Do we lead Serena? We do, right? We always lead Serena. Do I lead it with Gyarados? No, I think I lead it with Kilowattrel. And we'll do Gardevoir and do Arcanine. Okay, so if it's the same 6, we'll see if it's the same setup of Pokemon. Is it still Assault Vest, Ambipom? I think it was Assault Vest, Ambipom last time. I could be making that up. Is it still Choice Scarf on the Tauros? I think Metagross was Weakness Policy last time we fought. Pretty sure the Dragapult was banded. What else do we know? Electabuzz. Electabuzz is Electabuzz. Do I want to lead 2? Actually, do I want to lead 2, like, choice Pokemon right off the bat? I think I want to lead Gardevoir instead. Gonna Terra Water Gardevoir. This might be a throw, but we'll see. Ugh. You can't bullet punch because Serena's on the field. Tauros maybe a Scarf, but we won't know that unless it's outspeeds the Serena. We're not going to reveal the Mystical Fire yet, because Electabuzz is most likely going to follow me. Do you want to take that risk? Or protect Gardevoir. Yeah, it didn't. Okay. And now we're able to bring in Arcanine, who threatens the Gyarados. And the Gyarados, the Metagross. Or do I just Extreme Speed into Electabuzz? I think I do that. We're gonna Mystical Fire the Metagross. Tauros switches in, that's not surprising. Maybe Electabuzz switches out back into Metagross here. I think that Tauros is definitely scarfed with how Ninja is playing it. The Assault Vest is on the Metagross. Stellar. Oh, he's gonna Bullet Punch Gardevoir, I just realized. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I need to try and get the Mystical Fire. Not the Mystical Fire! The Energy Ball into Mudsdale. I don't think I live a Bullet Punch. I mean, I resist it. There's a chance I live it. Mudsdale on the back is actually something that's gonna be really hard for me to break. didn't do enough. Iron defense. No. Okay, Thunder Punch. And Body Press. Okay. We're gonna have Gardevoir in the back. We're gonna lead with Kilowattrel. It's the clear amulet's on the Mudsdale. Actually, I think it was on the Mudsdale last time. Yeah, and then Assault Vest is on the Metagross. Do I leave with Kilowattrel? Actually, I think I'll leave with Arcanine. We're gonna try something risky. Something very risky, very risky. If he leads with Mudsdale, he either has to Terra Steel it to not take damage from Power Whip. I'm assuming this is the same set he brought last time. We're just gonna lock into Extreme Speed, kill the Ambipom. Do I want a chance of being missing then? I don't, right? Am I fairly certain U-turn kills it? No, I can't chance it. I can't chance it. Intimidate. Dragapult comes back in. I'm pretty sure how Ninja is. This might be the same team, actually. So if it's the same team, Tauros is Scarf. Did I switch into Kilowattrel then? I think I switched into Kilowattrel. Leave Gardevoir for the back in case it's Mudsdale. This is a rough team. Ninja's playing this very well. I realize I don't really have much to take on Mudsdale in the back. I missed the Power Whip. Not my best move. I'm gonna use Power Whip to cover a Mudsdale switch. Oh, you know, we know it's not Mudsdale switch. It's Tauros and Metagross. Yeah, we needed Serena alive to... Oh, that's not good. Please hit. Okay. I don't think Gardevoir survives the 2v1. And we don't get to Trace Intimidate. And the I think we lost. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't do enough. Okay, that's gonna be it for our semifinals run. Damn. What could we have done differently? I need... Did I need the Arcanine in the vac? I think I did. Maybe Kill-Watcher probably wasn't the play. Maybe I should have actually... If I was intent on using Kill-Watcher, maybe I should have Volt switched out instead of going for Thunderbolt. Or I could have did Terra Ghost, Terra Blast into it, but then I would be weakening the back to a Bullet Punch. I think the Arcanine switch wasn't good. Well. It was a good set from Ninja. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take it back on the run back. But that's how it goes, right? Ninja had a very well-built defensive team, and I just wasn't able to break through with my hole punchers. This Ninja's team is in third place for a reason. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next season of the PDL. Peace.